What would you do if time was running out? What statement would you want to make? Where would you go? What would you see? How about everything?
That's God's creation right there, man. Holy cow.
Scott Freitag set off from his home in northern Minnesota on June 26, 2023, on a singular mission.
It is crazy, but it's one of those things where it's a dream.
You have to live life with a sense of urgency.
Absolutely. Yeah. I think a lot of times people are focused on things that they can't do anything about anyway. And I think if we focus in the immediate, I think as a whole we'll all be better.
A 60-year-old grandfather and retired postmaster, Freitag has braved the less than bike-friendly roads of America for the last 12 months.
Okay, looks like I won't be going on this road.
Riding not across the country, which is about a 3,000-mile trip, but instead around the perimeter of the contiguous 48 states, which is about 11,000 miles, all while battling stage 4 prostate cancer. The whole idea of biking around the perimeter of the country, why did you want to do it this way?
At the time, it hit me that no one else was doing that. A lot of people were going across. I never heard of anyone that went the perimeter. I like the unique.
Maybe there was a reason why.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Scott came up with the idea 4 decades ago, but it wasn't until 2021, 4 years into his life as a cancer patient, that he decided to saddle up. A decision sparked by the death of his son, Benny, by suicide.
I always worried about him, and later found out he had schizophrenia. And so I spent a lot of time in that last week of chemo treatments thinking and praying. And, I decided I wanted to do something to make a difference. These two things that have just so profoundly impacted my life, I wanted to shine a light on them.
He had no hair. He was exhausted. He's laying like half dead on the couch. And I looked at him, I'm like, why do you want to do this? And he said, I want to do it to follow my dreams, and I want to do it to honor Benny's life, as well as raising awareness for prostate cancer. It became a mission. This was critical to him for his being. Bye, honey. Love you. Be safe.
Scott and his wife, Katie, got married in 2017, just before his diagnosis. She's been with him for every mile. As Scott rides, Katie and their dogs Samantha and Puck keep pace in a camper. Even in the face of daunting developments, the team pressed on.
The cancer, when it came back and got active again in September, I didn't know if we'd be able to get through this trip. They were able to push back on it, control it enough to be able to get through the trip, and with not too many side effects. Woo! Halfway! Halfway!
Scott has willed himself onto the bike regardless of the conditions, and for that matter, his condition. 3 times he returned to Minnesota for his cancer treatments at the Mayo Clinic, and then picked up the cycling where he had left off.
Remember, rule number 1, safety.
All right.
If it gets too slippery, you must stop.
We were coming into California. I was going down, it was like a highway, freeway, and they have manhole covers. I think my front tire got caught in the rubberized things that go around the grates, and I lost control of the front tire, and I headed straight towards the guardrail and went over the bike and hit the guardrail face first.
He biked the next day. I was not in favor of that. I wanted him to take a day off, but he insisted that he needed to get back on the horse.
Scott chooses not to discuss his long-term prognosis with his doctors, but he and Katie both know that at this point, a cure is unlikely.
You know, I tell people, like, you know, getting cancer is not good, but in some ways it's a blessing in that you start living like you're dying, because you are.
How's it feel?
So cool.
You did it, honey. You did it. Oh my goodness.
We did it.
We did
We did
it.
After nearly a year on the road, across 11,000 miles in 33 states, Scott and Katie rode into Itasca State Park in northern Minnesota, surrounded by friends and family. Their journey having come full circle.
What's been the best part of this?
Whew, boy, you know, the best part, I think, is the people that we've met along the way. It's a really good feeling. It really touches your heart that you're touching people. And so I think that's the most important thing.